Today could be the day in which we finally get an official announcement for Grand Theft Auto 6, not just Rockstar calling it the next installment in the GTA series, and that's because their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, has their Q1 2023 earnings conference call this afternoon. In fact, when this video is going up and when I'm recording it, it should actually be going on right now. So we should be getting into some of those juicy details really any minute. And there's a good chance that we hear from the likes of Strauss Zelnick, or we hear from the likes of someone at Take-Two Interactive that give us more details than what Rockstar has simply said on their 2 Newswire posts, which is basically that the next installment in the GTA series, which we obviously know is going to be called GTA 6, is in development and its progress is well underway. So again, today could be the day, August 8th, 2022. And as always, if anything does come from this earnings call, I'll definitely be sure to keep you guys in the loop. Now, typically on these conference calls, we don't see official announcements, but we have seen in the past Take-Two Interactive giving out big hints that Rockstar is going to be making an announcement sometime soon, or they have something in the pipeline that'll be revealed shortly. So really any details we can look for that, I'll be sure to let you know. The only other thing that Rockstar did is they released their annual report last week, and they did have some interesting details surrounding that. This is the first thing they ended up saying. They said, "We have the strongest multi-year pipeline in our company's history. We expect to release approximately 69 titles across fiscal 2023 through fiscal 2025, which we believe will pave the way for us to achieve a strong acceleration in net bookings growth and profitability. This is a new paradigm for our company as it represents a greater number of annual releases than we have delivered in the past, particularly as it relates to our largest immersive core titles." That's what GTA 6 is. "This pipeline has been years in the making, and to prepare our company, we have been investing in talent and infrastructure, conceptualizing new games, and ensuring that our teams and platforms can handle a larger release schedule. The scope of our business has expanded over the years, including mobile capabilities that have been significantly enhanced through our combination with Zynga. Our aspiration is to leverage our proven portfolio of owned intellectual property, as well as create successful new franchises that captivate players globally and have longevity in the marketplace." So there's a couple things you need to pay attention there. Number one, they talk about how they expect to have greater net bookings than ever before. That essentially means they expect to make more money than they ever have, and GTA 6 would certainly be a contributor to that. And they also hone in on their large immersive core titles. That's certainly where GTA 6 falls as well. So just keep that in mind, that even Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's publisher, is really prioritizing that. They're going to want this game out the door and revealed sooner rather than later. Now, on that same report, Take-Two Interactive actually updated Rockstar's page on the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is something that sort of regulates businesses here in the US. And they ended up saying this: "Rockstar Games confirmed that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto franchise is well underway, with more details to be shared over time." So even though there wasn't anything new that was talked about there, they did make it official in that SEC filing. So I think that just means that we are getting closer than ever to getting an official reveal for GTA 6 and not just the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto franchise. Now, for the second part of this video, I want to dive into some info from Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2. So he was responding to someone that said, "Do you think it's possible Rockstar instructed its employees to give Jason Schreier false info about GTA 6? And he says no. Rockstar choose their words very carefully within the Newswire whenever making an announcement in regards to GTA 6. They don't just reveal bad news without good news to back them up." So basically, the report we got from Jason Schreier and Bloomberg, it is real. It is legit. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have a Latina female protagonist. It's going to take place in Miami and its surrounding areas, and its release is probably 2-3 years away, depending on delays. Now, the only good news with that is we pretty much have to hear about this game relatively soon if Rockstar is going to keep up the same timeline. If it's going to be released in 2023, 2024, even 2025, and I know that's pretty late, they're going to have to get this game talked about pretty soon so that we can move on to the other aspects that have to happen before a game comes out. You know, marketing, advertisement, trailers, screenshots, all that sort of good stuff. Rockstar's not just going to have this game come out by surprise. there's going to have to be some sort of lead up to it, and the game obviously has to be revealed if that's going to happen. Now, speaking of that, a lot of people were wondering, would we be able to find something online that might give us a hint at what Rockstar's up to? Remember the casting call leak that happened with Grand Theft Auto 5? It was called Codename Rush. In this casting call, we got to look at some of the characters' names and a little bit of their description, what they were going to be like. And although details ended up changing, we were still able to see, okay, this is what X, Y, and Z characters are going to be like. This is what ABC characters are going to be like. Well, Insider Tez Funds 2 ends up saying this: I don't think Rockstar would repeat the same mistake with the casting call again. So he believes they're going to be a little bit more tight-lipped and they're not going to be revealing things. Now, leaks do happen. In fact, there might be some leaks out there that have already occurred. I mean, just think of the Jason Schreier one from Bloomberg that happened the other week. But as far as what we might stumble across online, Tez Funds 2 says that that looks unlikely. And people even brought up, well, what about these websites? Brown Detector and Rappinator.com. I believe these domains belong to GTA 6. And he said these domains were registered at the time Rockstar started working with Dr. Dre for GTA Online's Contract DLC. I'm pretty sure the second one is planned for like a new feature in Grand Theft Auto Online to have players come up with their own music, beats, and mixes. GTA 5 domains only started showing up around 3 to 6 months before the original release that ended up being delayed. So long story short, even if those websites were for GTA 6, which I don't think they are, it's definitely a little bit early. That stuff's only going to be popping up about 3 months to half a year before the game is actually going to come out. I don't think we would see anything this early that would reveal any details, although that did happen with GTA 5, where we were able to kind of see some of the in-game brands and domain names that Rockstar registered, like Life Invader and whatnot, which was clearly a parody of Facebook. So it does give away some details, but I don't think we'll be seeing that quite yet. And more follow-up to that, he says, can you explain exactly what you mean by that? The original domain names that leaked 8 months before GTA 5 was even announced. And he said, to be honest, I don't recall exactly when it happened, but going by the same pattern, we should receive a proper announcement at the end of this year. Then we could see domains being registered. However, there's a high possibility that Rockstar could register domains under the name of a third party. So if Rockstar wanted to be very sneaky, that is what they could do, so we wouldn't know about those websites. But the big thing here is, going by the same pattern, it looks like a proper announcement is going to happen by the end of this year, which means we're on the final countdown. It's already the middle of August, September, October, November, December. We're less than 5 months from the end of the year. If we could guarantee that we'd have a official GTA 6 announcement by the end of 2022, I think that would be absolutely incredible. I think you guys would take that in a heartbeat. So hopefully we get that. Hopefully we get even maybe a little bit of a snippet today on the conference. I'll obviously be sure to let you guys know what they talk about in a future video. But let me know what you think is going to happen for the timeline of GTA 6. Do you think an announcement is coming this year? Do you think it's going to be even longer than that? What do you think of all the details we talked about in this video today? I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.